This video will support you in integrating your Blackboard Collaborate Ultra sessions into your Blackboard courses. There are two main outcomes for this video training. First, you'll set up a Blackboard Collaborate Ultra button to link to the sessions within your Blackboard courses. Second, you'll set up Blackboard Collaborate Ultra sessions with correct secure session settings to protect both you and your students. In a moment, we'll all be heading over to Blackboard in a new tab, and we'll be engaging in our first outcome, creating a Blackboard Collaborate tool link so that students can access Blackboard Collaborate Ultra through our Blackboard course. So at this time, I've now clicked into Blackboard. I am in a new tab and I have it ready to go. I made sure I'm clicked into courses and I have the list of my courses here. I'm going to be using Mrs. Ziab's Period 1 English class as the place that I am demoing this for you all. Please select one of your courses to follow the steps at this time and then click into that class. So anytime we're adding something new to our Blackboard course, you'll see in the top left here the plus symbol. I'm going to hover over the plus symbol and come down to Tool Link. Blackboard Collaborate Ultra is a tool that's available to us in Fairfax County as a tool. So the plus and click Tool Link. Next, I'm going to give a name to this tool. I'm going to call it Blackboard Collaborate Ultra Sessions. Next, after I've named it, I'm going to change the type. The type that I'm going to select is Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. The next step is to check to make this available to users. If I don't make this available, no students will be able to see it. Go ahead and check Available to Users, and then check Submit. And now you'll see Blackboard Collaborate Ultra Sessions is a tab that's available to my students at the bottom here. Feel free to reorder this as you wish, or if you don't like the name, you can always click the down caret here and click Rename Link at any time. That was our first outcome. We've now created a Blackboard Collaborate Ultra tool link within one of our Blackboard courses. Next, we're going to move on to our second outcome. We're going to create a session with secure session settings within our Blackboard course. So now I'm back in my Blackboard course. I've already created my tool link. I'm going to click on that tool link in order to start building my sessions. First, we'll click Create Session, and we're going to give it a name. So I am in my Period 1 English class, so I'm going to give it something similar to that. Because we only meet on Wednesdays, I'm choosing to include that in my title. Once you've given it a name, you'll notice that it just popped up with a guest access link here. Blackboard Collaborate Ultra automatically generates this. We do not want to use guest access, so please disable that at this time. We only want students who are in our Blackboard course to access our Blackboard Collaborate Ultra sessions. When we disable the guest access, that means that there is no longer a link that anyone can access and put in their own name to enter. We only want students that have been enrolled in our course. Next, we're going to edit our event details. We only want our session to be open at a very specific time and date. So when I take a look at my start date here, I'm going to want to pick Wednesday, the 22nd. That's when we're going to meet. And my Period 1 class, we are only going to be meeting from 9:15 to 10 o'clock. So you can take a look at the bell schedule to make sure you've selected the correct times. So this ensures that students can only enter my Blackboard Collaborate session at that time. It will not allow them to enter it before or after that time. So again, it makes it even more secure. So again, this is a repeat session. We are going to be meeting on Wednesdays, so I'm going to check that now. Repeat weekly, every week on Wednesdays. I went ahead and did the math, and I believe it should be end after 9 occurrences. The last thing that you have the option to keep or to change is early entry for students. As a teacher, you can enter 15 minutes early. If you want students in there with you and you don't mind 15 minutes early, you can keep this, or you can do no early entry. What this means is you have access to enter, but students cannot click in until 9:15 a.m. to enter class. For mine, I'm going to do 15 minutes before the start time. Next, we're going to do our session settings to continue securing our Blackboard Collaborate Ultra link. So, for the recording, whenever you're doing your class, you should record just like we're recording this session. We want students who aren't able to access at the synchronous time to be able to access the recording. Please check anonymized chat messages in the recording. This is going to protect students so that if other parents and students are watching the recording afterward, they're not going to see students' names attached to chat messages. This does not mean that you're not able to see students' names while you are currently teaching the session. You will still see student names while you're teaching the session. The next thing to change is our participant tools. Please turn off audio, video, chat messages, and the whiteboard. We do not want students to have access to the tools while we're not there, while we're not supervising. It's just best practice to have these off. You can enable and disable them at any time while you are in the session as an instructor. The last one that is required is our private chat here. We want to check participants can only chat privately with moderators. What this does is it prevents students from starting private chats with one another. So they will only be able to chat publicly with everyone or privately with only the instructors. So those are the required ones. The only other one you might want to change is show profile pictures for moderator only. If you're concerned about your students being able to upload appropriate profile pictures if they want to, please check this. That will ensure that they just have the regular little user icon and they can't change it. Once you're done with that, click Save. Now you'll see that I have a recurring session here and it has April 22nd and it ends June 17th. When I click the down caret here, it's going to show me all of the sessions. So I'm pretty sure we're not meeting on June 16th. So for any session that I don't want, I can click here on the 3 little dots and do delete occurrence. If I'm sure, yes, delete. So you'll see these are all of the sessions. My students are going to be able to see these and they can only click in and access at the specific time and date that it's open. So congratulations, we just created a session, actually multiple sessions, with secure session settings for one of our courses. Just to recap, this is very important that you ensure the settings are accurate for each session you create. You need to disable the guest access, so there is no guest access link. And make sure that we have these settings for each of your sessions. Keep in mind that you can rewatch any portion of this video and any other supplementary asynchronous training materials that I've provided you. This is just meant to be a very quick video to give you exactly what you need to set up your sessions correctly. I am here for you. You can do this. I know this is a lot of work. I did it in previous weeks as well, so I know it can be time consuming, but it is very much worth it to protect ourselves and our students.